Hey guys, it's Bro You Wax. So today I got a little bit something different, as you can see my awkward hands. Today we're actually going to be doing like an unboxing type vlog type thing. Today I actually want to show you my Overwatch Pop Collection. Now this has been something I've been collecting for the past like year or so. It started with one, and then it slowly progressed more and more and more, and since I don't have a family that loves me, or, you know, someone that loves me in general, I decided to buy Pops, and that fulfills the void. So today I thought it'd be fun just to show you some of like the Pop figures that I collected over the years. This isn't a form of me like bragging or anything, it's just like a form of me showing how lonely my life is, honestly. But also just one of my favorite hobbies, since, you know, Overwatch is such a big deal in my life, and Pops plus, it's also Christmas season, so maybe I thought it'd be a good idea, like, hey, you want to ask Santa for some of these? Because even Santa don't love. I don't even get coal in my stocking. I get a used. Never mind. Let's just get started. We're gonna go in the order of like, you know how to count. I wish I. Oh god. Okay, so the first hero we're gonna be covering is actually gonna be the Covergirl for Overwatch. Now it's fitting that she's the first one in the Overwatch wave because, well, she's like the main mascot of Overwatch. Even though the people that play Overwatch probably don't really think that, people outside of the Overwatch community, when they see this character, they're like, yeah, that's Overwatch, that's Tracer. Maybe if they know the name, I didn't know her name when I first started playing. I only knew Bastion. But out of the whole entire first wave of the Pop figures, this is probably one of my favorites just because of the goggles. Now, obviously in the game, she's like a super fast girl and she's flying over where she doesn't want dirt in her eyes, so of course she's gonna wear goggles. But here, like, that's probably bad. And also, I did unbox these. Some of you guys that are actual Pop collectors might be cringing at it. Me, these aren't like extremely valuable until we get to the exclusive, which I have two first wave exclusives, which I'm only going to be covering the first wave. But the ones that aren't too valuable, I unbox them because they're colorful, they're cute, they're awesome, and I thought like, hey, let me just like put them on. Hey, let me just put them on a shelf and just put them on display because like why not? I don't want to keep them trapped in their box. That's kind of abuse of Pops. Like I said, I don't have friends, but if you actually look closely at the Pop, it's really like detailed all the way from her UK flag and then her chrono accelerator and everything, even the lines in her pants. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, she's a skinny hero, and a lot of the skinnier heroes in this wave are going to be represented with a massive head and a tiny little body, but that's Pops for you. It kind of has that style, but I just love the glasses and the little eyelashes. Like, there's so much detail when it comes to these Pops, especially the first wave, that I just love. When it comes to the hair, the goggles, my favorite part, or just... Anyway, the next one we're going to be looking at is going to be my main dude, Reaper. Now, the fun fact, this was my very first Overwatch Pop, and this is what started this whole entire sad but still fun I want a girlfriend. But the reason why I got Reaper before anybody else, because this was also before Wave 2 did drop, which if you want to see that other video, I'm only going to be covering the first wave because probably you guys don't like it or don't like me. But he was like the first hero that actually learned, and he was one of the coolest heroes that I thought of because, again, as a 13-year-old and everything. But again, in the game, it was just awesome to play because he was simple. He had two massive shotguns, so when I saw the Pop figures, like, no, I have to get that one because he's like me in middle school. I wore all black. I wore a mask. I didn't wear a mask. But in Pop form, again, it's similar to like Tracer in a sense where it's very detailed all the way to just his like bullets on his little chest right there. I don't know if you guys can see because my camera sucks! But yeah, even to his shotgun shells, his strap, his boots, like, Reaper is a very detailed hero even in game. Just a lot of like edges and a lot of like points and whatnot, so they really did capture it well in this Pop. And then even his cape, which again, you might not, you can see right there, like the little creases and whatnot. That's what I just love about these Pops, is that they got it so deep. I'm probably going to be mentioning that too much, so I'm sorry about that. But overall, this is probably, again, close to Tracer, my second favorite Pop also, just because, well, he's Reaper. I also do have the gold gun. That's not swaying my opinion, but it's just a cool like Pop. Like, you could just set him on your desk and he's just gonna be chilling there. Like, yeah, I don't love my family, but they love me, and I know I'm a disappointment. But enough about my life. Let's just keep moving on. And also, let me know what your favorite Pop out of like the first wave is. It could be an exclusive, it could be a regular one, it could be me. I'm not a Pop, but I mean, anyway, so here we have Widowmaker, and so she is kind of hard to, so she has this big old ponytail, so she kind of needs a stand. So if you're wondering why that little clear thing is there, it's so that she can just sit right there, like in my matches when I get a Widow on my team and she doesn't do anything and just sit there. But besides my competitive sorrowness, as terms of like my thoughts on Widowmaker, she's awesome. She was one of the first heroes I actually started to play because like, oh, a sniper, I definitely want to do that. Now this was surprisingly, I think the second to last pop or the third to last pop that I did get, but she's pretty common nowadays. For whatever reason, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm going to be twisting that camera a lot. She has a little birthmark right there. It's probably for me dropping it because I don't protect them. But the rest of the pop, when compared to Reaper, it's not that detailed, but there's still a few things that are really cool about her. Like, I don't know if you can see like that little I don't know what she actually keeps in there because her Widow Mine and her grappling hook are on her wrist. I don't know if well, her grappling hook I think is right, if I can remember. Again, I don't play her that much. Maybe she just keeps her lunch or the tears of her teammates there, and then her boots are right there. Like, again, I just love Widowmaker and just her character in general. Just I'm not that great with her in game, and then like I can't even joke about her anymore. Her butt, they emphasized it a lot in this pop. Like, if we but my favorite part about this pop that I actually grew fond of later on is actually her whole entire head. Now this is a big reason why I didn't buy it, is because I didn't like the spider eyes is what I called it originally, but that's actually how she is able to see through walls. But originally I didn't really like it all too much because I thought it was just too big and too like out there and not really cool. But then I grew fonder of it. But my favorite part is probably his ponytail, surprisingly. But the only sucky part about this pop and this like just this whole pop in general is that it looks very dull. The colors, like you look at Tracer, I don't know if the colors do it justice. It's very bright, it's very vibrant, it's very orange. Now I get it, Widowmaker is not always like that colorful like scene hero, but she's still like the purple is very dull, her skin's very dull, but her hair especially is very, very dull. Next up, we actually do have probably the last one that it took me to get, which is the hero that so many people can't take care of, and Silver and Under, because they don't know how to shoot for that. Surprisingly, this took forever to get. I don't know why. Wait, I do know why, because you can only get it at the Blizzard store, and the Blizzard store was down for like 4 months. So the time that I was collecting the first wave, I couldn't collect it. And same thing, like she has a little stand, she's just chilling. But as terms of like how like it stands and it sits, Pharah is probably the best looking one. Like I don't know, I keep saying, oh, Tracer's my favorite one, Reaper's my favorite one, and Pharah's my favorite. I wish I was somebody's favorite one. But when you like just set her on display, like she means business. Like she's very formal, she's very reserved, and very like yes, like I'm gonna do my job, nothing else. I'm not gonna be anybody's waifu. But in terms of the pop, like even the gun is like the main thing that's very detailed. Like you can see in the crevice, like the little gold, and then like her 5 bullets that are red right there. Like again, there's not a lot of details that you need to capture with Pharah, but they captured all those details that needed to be captured with Pharah. Like whenever it came to her knees or whatever, or her jetpacks. This is so cool right here. But I think my favorite piece is actually her eye tattoo. Now, something that was messed up in like the first production of Pharah pops was like her eye was like smudged for whatever reason. Again, they mass produced these, so it's probably just in the scene, mashing up a bunch. Pharah, she's an excellent hero overall, and also this pop, again, it took me such a long time. There is actually an exclusive, which I forgot to mention, there's an exclusive to the Blizzard store, and also like the Emerald City that it does make her green. I'll try to put pictures if I remember. Anyway, moving on to my favorite dad of all time, because my dad doesn't love me, it's gonna be Soldier 76. Now, again, the Pharah demolishes but okay, that was dumb. But in the game, this is probably my second most played hero, because you can never go wrong with Soldier, and you can never go wrong with this pop, except it was what was it, a GameStop exclusive, so it was sold out for the longest time, and I actually found it at the store that was near me. Now, when it comes to like the pop line, I don't know, like again, even in the game, he's sort of boring. I'm not saying that this pop is boring, just like, I don't know, it's just not... I don't know. But other than that, just really nothing like too extravagant about this pop, except for the back. What I love is the 76, just in his hero kit as general, because his name is like Soldier, so you can't read that because it's blurry. Even the little scar right there. So if you guys remember, he is old and he is battle torn, so of course he has that scar, and then his tack visor, which I love to pop even though there's nobody alive. The more I look at it, the more actual details there are that I kind of forgot to miss. Like, I didn't see this part right there. Is that like his bullet? You know what that might be? You know what this might be? His actual heel. Is that it? No, that's just a pistol. Hold on a second. That's a pistol, but in the game he doesn't have a pistol. Moving on. Now, last for the regular, just like basic common pops is gonna be Big Boy Winston. So Winston was like the only like 6-inch pop figure of like the tank category, but it kind of makes sense because, well, he's a tank, he's a big scientist, because he's not a monkey, he's a scientist! What I like to do is like, okay, so like just imagine like Winston like behind everybody else. I like to have all the like the miniature pops and then just Winston looking over them, because he's kind of like, besides Soldier 76, he's sort of like the dad of the group, especially to like Tracer, because like, you know, Tracer just loves to fool around and die. But then we actually look... But then we actually look at everything, like the Horizon Lunar Colony logo, and especially what I love is that he just sits down so casually, but like he has his little like monkey knuckles, like if he's like on like the 20-yard line, he's about to get a play, like hut and tackles Jay Cutler, and also he has little glasses too. I don't know how they balance it on their nose, but yeah, they didn't want to include like the little like piece. So next up are actually the exclusive that I have, and again, Wave 1 has so many exclusive when compared to Wave 2. It's actually the Box Lunch Reaper exclusive. Now, there's no difference really between the first one and the second one besides his red eyes, and that's why I got it, because that's me when I lose in competitive. You know what? I just noticed also another difference. I don't know if you can see, but he's literally in all black. Like even his bullets, you can see everything is literally all black. That is so edgy of them. Now, I tried testing this. It didn't work, but it's probably just because I'm a failure at life. It glows in the dark also, like his little like face mask right there. So maybe if I just get natural light, which I don't ever see because I don't go outside, and this shows like all like just the basic pops that you can get, and yeah, this is a cool one. And the last exclusive from Wave 1 that I actually did get is the Think Geek Tracer one that I got from GameStop. Yeah, I didn't say that wrong. This is a Think Geek exclusive that I got at GameStop. It wasn't like a used copy. It's not a game, bro, you whack. But it was sold at GameStop. That's why there isn't a sticker. And it's not fake. Like if there's any like actual Funko fanatics that want to try to roast me or something. No, this is actually like a real pop, but I just didn't get it at ThinkGeek because it was sold out apparently. And then when I saw it at GameStop, like online, I thought, oh, let me get it. I'll get the ThinkGeek sticker. No, it doesn't. I cried for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, either way, it's still cool. Like it's her in her posh skin. Her goggles are obviously yellow, but then if you look very, very closely, you can see that it's a white suit and also her like gold guns and then her gold translocator. That's what I'm trying to say. So really, that's why I got it. It was a lot of these exclusive, they're not too expensive. They don't sell for too much, but I just thought it'd be great for my Overwatch collection, which that reminds me, if you do want to see the second wave, because I have the whole second wave of pops, including some exclusive, then let me know. If you don't and you just want to see me suck at Overwatch, then I can do that too, man. As much jokes as I'm making out to be, I actually love all my Overwatch pops. This is something that I just love to do, and I know you guys would have loved it. And again, some people are only here for like the funny moments or just the regular videos in general. But hey, you know, this isn't too far off from Overwatch, but it's still like Overwatch related, if you know what I mean. But anyway, guys, I went on for too long. This was just the first wave of Overwatch pops. I have the Widowmaker coming in soon. If I can get it in, I'll just throw a picture of me caressing it in all of its glory. Again, I'm very lonely. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos come. Regular Overwatch videos. If you do want to see the second wave of pops, then let me know. If you don't, then I'll just make videos. I love you guys, and bye.